Well, anyways, so on and so forth. She ends up getting a job that she always wanted with this woman that she really adores. And, she's feeling super confident and like sexy and stuff like that. And it's just really funny because there are parts where like she thinks people are doing stuff for her, but they aren't at all. And she's totally misreading the whole thing. A guy opens the door for himself and she goes underneath his arm and goes, "Oh, thank you. Chivalry isn't dead. It's still alive and well." And it's just hilarious because he's like, "I was opening the door for myself. What the hell?" And then like a construction worker was whistling at somebody in like his sight to be like, "Hey, you need to do this." She thought they were whistling at her. She turns around and she gives him like a kiss and blows it to him. And it's just so funny. Like little things like that where it's like quirky and kind of funny and you're like, "Oh my gosh." But it was entertaining to watch, but the like I said, it starts to become unrealistic where she starts like, not like this one guy where she starts talking to where he's interested in her, but it's just like, it's more of like this other guy who's supposed to be like this super like famous like hottie, like supposedly in the movie, and he starts to have the hots for her because she's just so honest and like real. She's a genuine individual. Okay, and she's like confident. She's like, "Hell yeah, I'm great." Whatever. And it wasn't realistic. You're just like, that would not happen. And I'm like, I just can't get into it because it's just too unrealistic, like just how it was, and like the storyline wasn't really done well. And then she ends up hitting her head again, and then she looks at herself in the mirror, and she's just like, "I'm ugly," and she goes back to being insecure. And then she ends up trying to like explain it to a crowd of people, like, "This is when I was really beautiful and this is when I was really ugly." But the thing is, when you look at the photos, they're exactly the same. She's just in a different outfit and environment in both of them. And you're like, I have no idea. I don't get it. Like, what the hell is she talking about? But she ends up looking at the photos and then she realizes, wait, they're the same. That's me. So I never was ugly. I just thought I was. I was actually beautiful all along. And then she kind of goes into like her speech where she's talking to the crowd saying like, we grow up thinking because someone said something to us when we were younger that meant it was true, and we believed it, and we kept doubting ourselves and then calling ourselves ugly and being insecure about every little flaw or little detail that was off that people made fun of, or when we were on the playground and things like that. And she was just kind of going into it, and it's like, yeah, that's very true. Like, you kind of, she goes, "When we were young, we let our bellies hang out, or our hair was freaking messy. We didn't care. We were just like happy and proud when we were little. But as we grew up, it all changed." And so she brought up really good points of like, yeah, and those things happen, and we really allowed other people to affect us and who we were, and stop being genuinely who we are, and things like that, which are really great points because it's true. And I mean, like I said, there were parts that were funny where I was just like, "Oh my gosh," like that's funny. And then there were just other parts where I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is too corny or lame for me to enjoy this." Like, I would never buy it, and I would never rewatch it unless it was to show somebody like, "Hey, this, you know, this is not a horrible movie, and if you're just kind of interested in something talking about like your body and whatever, then here's something." But I would never see it as something that was something I would put on my shelf. But anyways, nonetheless, it was interesting. It had really funny parts, and then the storyline with the main message trying to get through wasn't horrible. Yeah. going to be doing cranial, and then I have some pathology. I have to take a quiz. And then tomorrow I have 2 bodywork classes, structural and injury, which is going to be nice. Just a whole day of getting work done on the body. And then I'm going to be staying later that day, and I will then just, enjoy the rest of my week until Sunday, where I have to just go back to clinic and, do my shifts. Last Sunday, apparently, I was supposed to have that day off, but they aren't good with telling you when your days are off, because you get 2 free days. I got to take 1, and I have 1 more I have to take, but I'm like, I'm already here, I already set up my whole table, and then you're telling me I have my day off, and I'm like, screw it. I already had to wake up at 4:40 in the morning and make sure I got on the tracks on time so I could be here at a good time, so that I wasn't late. And then I find out it's my day off, and I'm like, screw it. But I'm actually happy, because now they're like, if there's a day where you just don't feel good, or like you're in pain or something like that, whatever, but you have to take 1 more day off. So I have to take 1 Sunday off. And I'm like, I am going to save for the very last Sunday, August 12th. And that's the day I will not work at all. And I will just come in and get massages and like facials and everything. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to do it. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'll get a facial done. I'll get eyelash extensions if anyone is doing it. I will freaking get so much. I will, I'll get the works done, okay? But yeah, like, it's gonna be like really awesome. Like, I'm gonna do that. Like, of course, if there's an emergency or something, or something happens, I'll have to use this Sunday, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna keep going like I always have. I haven't missed a single Sunday. Even when I was sick, I had taken medication, so I was no longer contagious. But I still worked on people, and I had a lingering cough, but surprisingly, when I worked on people, I didn't cough. And if I did, it was like, it was just like very airy and whatnot. And I had my shirt and I would cover it. But for majority of the time, I seriously did not cough. And I was like, all right, cool. But anyways, that's just, who cares? But anyways, yeah, try and make a video. Please make one today or tomorrow. I'll try and make some more videos. It's hard because I've been out of the habit of making them, because I've been so busy, and then you have been like on vacation and like leaving and whatnot. So I just, I haven't bothered making any. But I will try to make you some videos, okay? I'll try to make multiple ones, maybe in a day, and then just post them for other days, so then you can just see a video. That's my foot in the background. You see it? Anyways, I have to hurry and shower and then get all my stuff for lunch together and go to school. So, love you. Bye.